Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to day 3, potentially our final day. Should be our final day unless there's ties of WPC Ace Western Dota action. I'm LD, your host of Beyond the Summit. I'm joined here today by my good friend Winter, who actually should be with me on the call. Hopefully everything's working fine on his end. It's Alliance versus Dogma, Sigma, Dog, whatever name you prefer for that. And a big match for both teams. But Winter, are you here with me, buddy?
Alliances turn
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. It's been a while since I had the pleasure of casting with you, my friend.
Yeah, you ditched me. Oh, I ditched
What? You ditched me. You dodged me. You didn't ditch me. You dodged me.
you. I was with Gods the other day for like 4 games.
Okay.
10 seconds.
Well, that's why. So Gods is monopolizing your time.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, blame him. Don't blame it on me.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
So have you been following the Western Dota scene much lately?
I watched most of the games, all the replays for WPC, and a lot of and the other tournament was Star Ladder. I watched most of the replays.
So what are your thoughts on the team so far? Alliance is looking pretty solid at 3-1. They are in pole position along with Sigma, who's also 3-1. Both of these teams are right now tied for first. So if someone gets a 2-0 here, they're almost guaranteed to advance.
Yeah, I think at present there are two. Sigma after their so-called roster change. I don't know if you should say they have a roster change. they're doing pretty well. And the other team I'm looking towards a lot as well is Empire. They were on like a 30-game winning streak. Am I right? Before this.
Yeah, there was a point where I think they got up to like 27 wins. It was 27 match wins, but they had dropped like 1 game along the way. I think they had 18 game wins in a row. But yeah, they were winning a lot, is the bottom line.
Yeah, I like the way they drafted a lot as well. They were prioritizing a lot on like Doom, Dazzle as a combination together with Starter occasionally. It was a really cool way of watching them play, and their teamwork was also really, really nice to see.
Yeah, they would occasionally even go for things like Storm, and it just constantly were forcing aggression on the enemy team, and not a team that would just sit back and let you farm. Yesterday we saw Sigma. They're not afraid to do that in their own right. They ran the solo mid Naga, which they've actually banned out this game, something Alliance have run themselves in the mid lane. So we won't see any of the Naga Rat today, which was also featured showcased some great Chen play by Misery, but we will see Misery's Chen this game. So I am looking forward to that.
Reserve time.
Yeah, I think it's also another reason because like you don't want the enemy to have Ember Spirit, Dazzle, and Chen together. Like the main reason is you already can't kill the Ember in his normal state, and you add a Dazzle and a Chen that it's like the Ember is just he can feel free to do whatever he wants to. And Chen is also a very good counter towards the Doom, since you can send back when he dooms your Ember Spirit.
Yeah. At the same time though, he's yeah, for Ember, you're right. He can rejoin the fight with a Remnant as soon as the Doom wears off. But he is still out of the fight for a decent amount of time anyway.
Dire team pick.
That's Dazzle, that's Chen, but
that's true.
At the moment, it's still going to be a lot of protection. Like even the Dazzle alone is already providing a lot of protection towards the Ember Spirit, I feel.
This is where Sigma should probably look to ban Magnus with their final ban. Because if S4 doesn't pick it now, because otherwise we're going to see the same draft that they used against Cloud9.
If they want to pick it, they can just like pick it here.
Yeah, before the final phase. This could be trouble for Sigma.
If Sigma picks Magnus, they have to run it like off lane, and they have a lineup which is not very good with Magnus. If they pick Magnus, it's Puck and Magnus as their tempo controller. Puck goes middle, Magnus goes off lane, and Doom has to be their position 1. I don't think their lineup is very scary if they.
I mean Alliance could pick it.
Yeah, Alliance, if Sigma wants to stop Alliance from picking it.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, their lineup would like kind of suck.
Winter, apparently there's an echo in Dota TV. I think that's coming from you, because I don't remember having problems with it the other day. I'm going to try lowering just my Dota TV volume a bit. Let's see if that fixes things on my end, but maybe you can lower yours a bit as well. Like in your Steam settings, I think there's an option, or just raise the threshold a little bit.
Okay, I'll just do it in my Windows.
You know what? It is my fault. Never mind.
Okay.
How did it? No, wait. Why is it saying?
For
some reason, it set my speakers as the default device.
Yeah, it was okay the other day with Gods. I don't know. I didn't change anything.
All right. As soon as this draft ends, guys, I'm going to quickly reconnect to the game. So we might miss the very beginning of the laning phase, but let's see the last few picks here. I don't think it'll update my microphone device until I actually reconnect. So Bane's the choice for Sigma. Alliance will go Rubik. So I would expect a Magnus ban here. Let's see if Sigma are thinking the same way. Let's see if they've done their research.
They actually didn't, like you said, they didn't actually snatch the Magnus. They went for the Rubik. But the Rubik is still good to have against like the Bane and the Doom. A lot of good spells to steal already from those two heroes.
As for Sigma, they've gone... What do you think their last pick should be here? They could run the position 1 Doom, and then what would they get for the offlane?
They need a very farming orientated. I think maybe they just run Doom as their Persuader offlane. I find it kind of hard to find a replacement like as an offlane that farms a lot. Like Prophet is the one that does the best there. Prophet and Timbersaw, but Timbersaw seems like a bit iffy in this type of meta.
Yeah, Timbersaw has just not been a go-to pick for most teams.
And there's one more offlane that can farm a lot of Tinker, but Tinker offlane is also very risky.
That's something Liquid has run occasionally. I can't remember if... I don't know if Dogma's ever run Tinker. I don't think so.
Wait, their offlane player is MSS, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So once in a while he'll go mid, but normally
he plays mainly Darkseer, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true.
Darkseer and Clockwork type of offlaners.
This is not a very good Darkseer game, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do anything versus Alliance. I guess it's still a good natural mech carrier, but they don't ban the Magnus here. So they're expecting... they actually banned TA. I think Alliance will do the same draft.
Turn to pick.
Oh, so Sigma is going to go for a Lifestealer. So it's most likely going to be a Doom offlane. Lifestealer, safe lane. Yeah, otherwise they won't have enough damage output. And they have a Lifestealer and Park combination. Good way to like just burst down the Dazzler and the Rubik behind. If you can't reach the Dazzler, you can't kill anyone in front.
They do have the Lifestealer bombs as well, but Alliance have just good counter initiation with the Centaur, Stampede, the Ember Spirit, who's very elusive, and then the Dazzle Grave. So Sigma are going to need to burst heroes down in these fights, and a lot of it will come down to Dazzle's position, but they won't go for the Magnus again. Looks like they will head for the Shadow Fiend. To be fair, playing Magnus against Doom, Puck, and Bane is a lot tougher than what they had to play him against the other draft, so they'll go for the Shadow Fiend instead.
Yeah, I think maybe one of the reasons is also because they have Centaur. They don't really need that much of control in the fights anymore. Instead, they need damage and someone to just dish out to kill during the stomp.
They actually did have Centaur as their offlane in the game where they went for it, but yeah, that's a factor too.
Yeah, that game. That game, it was against like I think what was it against? I remember watching that game where they had Ember and Magnus and Centaur.
Restarting Dota 2, guys. Hopefully this should fix the echo issues if they were not already resolved in Dota TV. But do apologize for that. Not sure what caused it. And Winter, let me know if they're going level 1 Roche.
No, I don't think so. Don't worry.
I'll tell my computer to load faster. All right.
You just need to you need to give your computer a pad so it works faster.
Give it some treats.
Give it a pad, like pat the back of it, pat the monitor, pat the CPU. Give it a shake.
Did you just tell me to put my bare fingers on my CPU?
Okay.
Winter, this is not good. I don't want my computer to die in the middle of the cast, buddy. You're trying to sabotage me here. All right, we're inside the game, folks. It is our first of 2 games for this particular series. Dogma versus Alliance. These teams topping the group standings. Looks like Alliance is making an early move into the enemy jungle. And it is the first of 8 total games on the day. 4 BO2s.
They're going to be able to find the Bane.
Uh-oh. Pass. No, not like this. He walks right into Loda. That's your first blood. No questions about it. Who's going to get the last hit? It'll go to S4 of all heroes. That's 12 souls. Oh, lane's over mid. Lane's over mid.
Yeah, I've totally forgot about that. If you give the Shadow Fiend the first word. Oh my god.
GG? No, I'm just kidding. But it is. That's really hard to lane against now. And they get some wards down too. Misery, do they have any sentries?
And they actually did these type of movements a lot of times already. Like, you have to expect it from Alliance when they're on the Radiant side. They will always move from this cliff and enter the base, the enemy jungle from this side, all the time. They did it a few times already.
Yeah, just in this WPC West, let alone in other
Battle
tournaments where they
begins.
might have done it as well. Well, let's introduce our teams now. Dogma, not off to a good start. You've got Pycat. Oh, is he going to get cliffed as well? He gets cliffed too. Oh my god.
Is this GG? No, just kidding.
But this is really bad. Well, Pycat, he ain't going anywhere, so we'll leave him there for now. He'll be on the cliff for some time, Misery. We'll be playing your Chen. You've got Pos as the Bane. That does put Fada in the solo mid role as the Puck, and MSS as the offlane Doom. And then onto the Radiant side, you have S4 will be handling the Shadow Fiend. For Team Alliance, you've got Admiral Bulldog on the Centaur in the offlane. Just starting off with the normal name for now. Loda, the safe lane Ember Spirit. Coming in support is Ake on the Dazzle. And EGM, who played a filthy solo mid Windrunner yesterday, will be handling your support Rubik.
Oh, bottom lane, MSS. He's going down.
You could be in trouble as well. There's no Searing Shades here. This is not a good start for Dogma. MSS, that'll be your second kill. First blood, still Pycat stuck on the cliff.
Level 2, the Chen, when the Chen hits level 2, you can send him home.
Winter, what a start. What a start for Alliance.
This is just a huge cripple from the start already. Like a very decisive lead from the start. They won almost every lane because the top lane Centaur doesn't have to deal with the carry. Middle lane Shadow Fiend got 12 souls from the start and they killed the off laner.
And now MSS just abandons the off lane. Yeah, mid lane will be free farm. Oh, this is a bloody mess. So if you're Dogma Winter and you're the captain of this team, how do you resurrect this game after how it started?
You just say, I've seen worse, and at least they didn't do some level 1 rush run.
At least they have Chen, so now they can test Faith Pycat back to the base. But still, 2 minutes already lost. He'll TP up, he had the scroll ready, and he'll actually come here as the wave is pushing in, so it's pretty freaking bad, but it could be just a little bit worse.
Yeah, he missed, like, at least he didn't miss 3 waves, he only missed 2 waves of creeps, so yeah, but it's already very bad.
He'll hit level 2 off of that. Now there's going to be a haste turn and a smoke. They need to shut down the Shadow Fiend. They know that they've got to put some pressure on him after how the game started. And S4, oh, there was a ping towards the top rune. I think he knows about... No, does he know?
The Chen wasn't smoked. The Chen wasn't smoked. They saw the Chen. Oh no. This is not going to work.
Oh, he only smoked to the creep, not the hero? Or?
Yeah, he smoked the Centaur and the Bane, not the hero.
Oh, the Bane had the smoke. Okay. I was like, wait, how did the Chen use a smoke and miss himself? But that makes a lot more sense. S4 is going to get caught out now from the backstab. And S4, well, he gets slept here. Maybe they get the kill anyway. Yep. Now the Stomp's going to come in. The follow-up should be there, but the Rubik's in position. They're sending the Dazzle. He's got a Grave. No Grave. Just the heal. S4 turns around, misses the raise.
Wow,
they needed that kill.
That was so quick on the backup.
They forced out a double TP, but well worth it. The Chen's jungle game is slowed down. And now he's going to have to fight with his own Doom for some creeps here.
They wasted, they used like 100 gold on the smoke and some time, and Alliance just used 2 TP scrolls, which was, I think, roughly about the same.
And if neither team's farming, that favors the team that doesn't have the Chen, because the Chen is the one who should be faster in the jungle, so...
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, this is... Let's look at our offlane here. We've got Bulldog playing your Centaur in the offlane, 11-0. He's already hit level 4. Thing is, in this matchup, normally you just look to have the really fast phase boots on the lifestealer and zone him out of lane, but already Bulldog has Tranquils if he can buy them, so I don't know if they'll be able to zone him out. That's one of my biggest concerns right now for Sigma, is they can't really shut down the enemy offlane.
Yeah, and I feel like the lanes that have lifestealer and Bane together isn't the best type of killing combinations. It's difficult, like, how are they going to set things up? It's very hard, and it's not like a Venom and a Lifestealer where you just kill the offlane very easily.
Yeah, the one thing they could look to do is maybe the Lifestealer just harasses him out of lane if he had fast phase boots, but with being stuck on the cliff for 2 minutes, well, they won't be very fast.
Yeah, this is like one of the best starts they can ever ask for, for Alliance.
It's got to be like a 1 in a million type of start. It's very rare to see a team that far ahead.
I feel it started that way. It started was because like the system they use, like they came into the jungle early and they placed a ward top lane. They're gonna sleep Bulldog.
Well, is there follow-up to kill him? Pycat will open wounds him, but he can just wait out this rage and then go for the stomp. And already they've got a TP. They're going to turn it around on Pycat with the poison touch. They go aggressive here. One more right click to get the kill. And the Graves there for Bulldog, who now Bulldoge will juke inside the trees. Can he TP out in time? Is he going to bother? Not worth it. He'll save the gold for the TP back to the lane. Smart play from him.
Wow, that was such a good maneuver. Another TP reaction, but a well worth it one. both of the TP reactions were well worth it.
Pycat is even going to bother leaving the fountain? Yeah, he'll go bottom instead. He says, I'm done with this lane. Problem is, I don't think I'll have a better time bottom. Already, Loda has level 3 Sleight of Fist and Phase Boots, and he can just be a pest till Pycat in the lane.
Yeah, and he's gonna be level 6 soon. As soon as he has his Remnant, the last stealer is totally not a threat towards the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, and if with a +1 like EGM, he can probably get a kill here with the triple Remnants. Gives you a lot of burst damage.
Yeah, and I like the way he's building the Ember as well, not going into the quick battlefield or middle lane.
Mid lane, there was a coil, but there's a Centaur ult already on the field at 5.5 minutes. NS4 just makes it out safely. And now bottom lane, they go in on Pycat. Are they going to look to go? There's your Sleight of Fist. There's a rage available, but Pycat did not pop it very quickly. He's holding on to the rage. It's not going to matter anymore. One more right click brings him down.
Wow. Why didn't he use it to dispel the chains? Okay.
I think he might be tilting, honestly. Or just lagging. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there was no reason not to pop the rage to just dispel the chains. Like, why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Well, there's been some unfortunate incidents here for Sigma, and now, you couldn't fully blame them if they're a little bit on tilt, but a loss here, every game matters. It's not like a best of 3 where, it's either you win or you lose. This is each game counts individually for points, so dropping even this first game to Sigma could come back, or to Alliance, could come back to haunt Dogma in the long run.
Are you really gonna call them that for the whole game?
Well, it's like it's a compromise, Winter. It keeps most people happy. Because some people are like, why are you calling them dog? They're Sigma. That's what it says in game. And some people are like, why are you calling them Sigma? There's 3 dog players and 2 stand-ins. They're clearly not. They're clearly not Sigma. So Dogma keeps both camps happy generally.
Yeah, it feels like when we were in the midst of forming this team and we had 3 stand-ins playing, and people were saying this is not Orange, this is Insidious either.
Can't win them all, buddy. And this is frustrating for Sigma, though. They've used the Dream Coil mid. This Shadow Fiend would have died twice. If he didn't have the good start, I think he probably dies twice.
Yeah.
Well, not just him, but also the Centaur having a good start.
Yeah, but everything is connected, interlinked. One mistake and a lot of chain reactions happen.
That was the word that I had in mind. Chain reaction. That phrase. It's just that really describes the way the game started. It's just one bad thing happens and then everything snowballs from there against Sigma.
The domino effect. Good word as well.
The butterfly effect.
Dire's structures are fortified.
A butterfly flaps its wings and across the world a tsunami forms. Then it starts traveling through time.
Has fallen.
No. Hopefully there's no time traveling tsunamis in our future. Well, for now...
Just look at their levels at the moment for Dogma.
Do I really want to? Is that something I should be doing?
No.
I think people might turn off the stream if I start looking at levels, but... Well, you mentioned it, I gotta do it. They have 4 of the bottom 5 levels on their team. The Midas might change this a bit, but...
Oh, top lane. Bulldog, she has Stampede. Easy.
They did have the coil there.
But I don't think they can kill because like the Dazzle was in the jungle and the Centaur was outside in the lane, so there's no way that the Puck could have silenced both of them. So yeah, so I don't think they can get the kill for sure with the Grave.
They could have gone for a dive here on Pass, but a tiny bit worried about a counter gank. Although they shouldn't have been because Puck had TP top. They could have used Remnants and just dove for that, but did not want to commit to it. No reason to take those risks when you're this far ahead.
Yeah, they couldn't see the Doom and I don't know if they saw the Chen with the ward here. Yeah, there's 2 heroes missing when they were trying to do that dive, and the Ember didn't have Searing Chains, and maybe he missed it.
Yeah, I guess ultimately it's like, why even take the risk? When you're this far ahead, all you need to do is just keep on farming, and if you're Alliance, you just count on your mid-game execution, not making many mistakes, and snowball to victory.
Yeah, they're farming on all 3 lanes. Dazzle is constantly making sure Bulldog is safe, and bottom lane Ember is just... He doesn't need help, doesn't need protection or anything. Shadow Fiend is just stacking the neutrals, pushing out the middle lane, so all 3 cores are farming, and that's just a recipe for a snowball into the mid-game.
Yeah, a fiery snowball, to be sure. They already have Blink Dagger, Bulldog. Uh-oh. Pycat's got to be careful. There's a Blink Stop initiation. The Heal Bomb comes in. Where's that double edge? It wouldn't have been enough damage, I guess.
Yeah.
Would have been close, though.
He needed one more right click. And Shadow Fiend has a Midas now.
Well, so much for the Midas catching them up, because he's just going to be pulling even farther ahead. Loda dives the bottom lane. Oh, he went for the Searing Chains, but did not Sleight of Fist first.
Yeah, sometimes you click it too quickly and you haven't jumped into the slide and your chains pop out first. Happens a lot. But his build is really, I feel really good. Oh, Bulldog's gonna find pass here. Stomp, double H.
He does have a Brain Sap and a Fiend's Grip, and it's a level 3 Brain Sap. They might be able to turn this around. In fact, they will. Bulldoge overstaying his welcome. In comes the Shadow Fiend, though. Looks for the kill. He gets the 1, but now the Coil gets deployed as their follow-up to bring down S4. Oh, it doesn't seem like it. EGM has stolen that Dream Coil. Could he throw it back the other way? Nope, he'll save it for a rainy day, but they'll have a rainy day to use that soon, maybe with a Requiem on top of it. So they lose their offlaner. They do get the Bane kill, but S4 gets another kill, so I would say pretty even trade.
Yeah, and I was talking about the build that Loda went for. Like, I see a lot of players going for the Battle Free Rush on a safe lane Ember instead of going for a Bracer into a drum and a bot, which makes you starve a lot of mana, and you can't really help your team as much as Loda's build that he's going compared to his build.
So you like Loda's build better than the Battle
Yeah,
Fury Rush, you're
definitely.
saying?
Yeah, I think you should get the Battle Fury, but before you get the Battle Fury, you get the drums and bottle. It's just like something like Miracle's Naga. Why he doesn't rush the Radiance ever? He always goes for a drum first. You need something to help you play the early game.
Yeah, or you see the Western players who normally take it mid will just go bottle Aquila and then into the Radiance, which gives you a similar amount of mana and regen.
Yeah, it's like you have that sort of a little bit of basic items during the phase where you're rushing a very expensive item.
Well, top lane, there's a movement here from Alliance to pressure the tower, and meanwhile on the mid lane comes Sigma wrapping around from the backside. Fada's going to lead the charge. He's got a Blink Dagger up, the coil's ready, and Pycat's got to be careful. He's going to get dove, but yeah.
Doesn't have TP.
There's a Rage. They forced out the Rage already. If he sticks around, does he have Infest? Yes, he does. He'll pop inside an enemy creep at full HP, but mid lane, they've jumped in with the coil. The Fiend Script's there as well. They want this S4 kill. Can they get him? They get the Shadow Fiend, and now back to top lane, where Pycat is, yeah, like you said, just flat out dead. Pops into a Radiant creep as it's pushing, and then just gets killed.
Yeah, but they got 2 kills in the middle, the Shadow Fiend and the Rubik. At least they had something, but they're gonna lose their tier 1 at top.
Will there be a tower trade in the mid lane as well? Doesn't look like it. Glyph is still online. No coil here. No Fiend's Grip here. But an important kill on the Shadow Fiend. He spent his gold before dying, looks like Body Yasha, but has Midas available to use, so...
He went for Yasha?
He's rich. Even after that death, 7.2k net worth. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, I guess like rushing a BKB is not very good this game because of the Doom and the Bane. But I was thinking like he would go for, maybe he'll go for Manta first, like some sort of HP item.
Well, Winter, I think considering how the game started, Dogma's actually playing this quite well.
Yeah, they are making the best out of a terrible situation.
They might even go bottom. The coil's coiling down in 15 seconds. They have a double damage run on Fada. They could actually... Can they get this kill? How many TPs are... Oh, there's no Centaur ult.
Dazzle doesn't have TP in... He has cooldown on 8 seconds. Okay,
there's no Centaur ult. Oh, they could have gone right there, but they didn't know. Yeah. And they're waiting for the ambush with Misery, but he'll TP out towards mid, and while that's happening, there's a Blink Initiation onto MSS, and now they've managed to steal Devour for EGM. Even more gold going the way of Alliance. Aye.
He's happy to have that spell.
Well, now they have 2 Midases for the next few minutes. And then some.
They're gonna go smoke now. If they can get the kill on the lifestealer. This is a very important kill. Oh no, they got the bottom kill like you said.
I can't believe... I'm a little surprised he pushed that far, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to push that way. Me too. That's why I wasn't looking bottom after that.
Yeah. Well, sorry you missed it, guys, but you can probably get the idea. Just a backstab from the double damage and puck.
It wasn't even a back. Like the puck was in the lane. It was only the Bane hiding in the trees here.
Okay.
The Bane was hiding here.
Okay. Yeah, the Chen was the one backstabbing, but he TP'd out.
Pycat
gets caught up, but he rages in time. Bulldog just hesitated for like a quarter of a second, and that gave Pycat the time he needs to rage.
I still think it's hard for the Centaur to go first. The easiest one was to be the Rubik to go in first. Middle lane.
Loda gets dove upon by Fada, who continues to make plays around the map now. With the double damage rune, almost kills off Loda, forces a Centaur ultimate. He's been creating a lot of space, and for Alliance... I guess with this Yasha, they'll just have to wait for S4's next item. I don't think they're ready to fight with just a Yasha.
Maybe they just go for... I think maybe they go for like a Skadi type of build on Shadow Fiend, which gives him a lot of HP and survivability.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. For right now, though, he is very squishy.
Yeah, I know Honey,
Radiant's
every time
middle
he
tower
plays
is
Shadow
under
Fiend, he
attack.
likes to go for Ioscadi.
Yeah, that's definitely... Fnatic love their Eye of Scotty, but sometimes it's almost to a fault, I feel. That item is...
Yeah.
That item has brought them... It's brought them blessings and also some curses
Radiant's
as
top
well.
tower is under attack.
Well, there's always pros and cons about your item builds and stuff.
It's like your first true love, you know?
What?
It's got the...
Dire's
It's
bottom
even
tower
after it
is under
ends, you
attack.
still leaves that... You still have a hard time letting it go, you know? They
Yeah,
just
the
can't let the
first-
Eye of Scotty go.
People say it's always the first love that you will never ever forget. The one that has the deepest impression. It's gonna be a Nyx bomb. Oh, bottom lane. They're gonna go bottom.
TPN from Fada. And they're gonna see S4 in a second here with this ward. Oh boy. This could
Oh,
be
I think
another
they-
death for S4. He started off living a charmed life.
Oh no, didn't see. He didn't run to the left. I don't think they saw. Yeah, they didn't.
He's
he
waiting
didn't-
for the camp spawn though. As soon as this spawns, he's gonna clear it. And then he's gonna become visible.
Oh,
S4.
Oh.
S4. You started off so well, but this is not how you want it to end. Now another gank onto him. And there's just no reaction in time. Centaur ultimate gets Papa with the coil there. It won't matter. Tries to deny himself to the neutrals. Can't even get it off. And S4's now died, what is that, 4 times? 3 times.
Three times, and he was worth a lot of experience.
I don't know that he could really be doing anything differently. It's just maybe they should have a support with him sometimes, but they're leaving him on his own.
I don't think he will have a support because they'll be moving at this point always to try and find kills with the Ember and the Centaur. The supports can be very, very active. He just needs to take care of himself.
We'll see if he does it. For now, S4, he's let himself go a bit.
Yeah. Paikat went back for a catch-up minus 16 minutes in.
I'm kind of okay with this, the way they're shutting down the Shadow Fiend a lot. Loda's gone for the drums first, so he's looking to fight, and they already have their heroes that can fight. They'll try and find AGM on the TP out. They've got double Midas now and Devour Gold, and Alliance got to be careful. This gold lead is substantial, but it is not insurmountable by any means.
Yeah,
is under
I like
attack.
the way they are trying to plot the way of coming back into the game. Devour, double Midas, take things slowly, and just try not to rush.
Oh boy.
middle lane.
Another
Bulldog.
kill. It's probably Bulldog going down here. They do have
That's
a
a grave.
shallow grave available, but they doom the Dazzle. Dazzle's out of the fight. They're going to lose 2 for nothing here. Maybe even more. What does EGM steal? It's the War Stomp.
Stomp?
He stole the neutral creep spell. Wow.
Not something that he wants to steal.
No.
He'd rather have the Scorch
Radiant's
Earth.
middle tower
Yeah,
is
lift
under
them into
attack.
yourself, stomp them, and then die. That's pretty much it.
It's
And I
like
get-
stealing hook shot.
Loda came in
Radiant's
looking to
middle
fight,
tower
and Pos
has
was
fallen.
looking to punish that engagement. Well, that's a tower down as well. That's got to be like 1,000, 2,000 gold swing off of the back of that. And now the way is getting more and more open for Sigma to look towards Roshan, but they don't really have the fastest Rosh lineup, so probably
Yeah,
not. yet.
I don't think they can go for Rosh anytime
Dire's
soon. Even
bottom
if the
tower
Chen,
is under attack.
like he has 2k going on, if he decides to go for a medallion, I don't think they can have enough time to go for the Roshan. They're under a lot of pressure.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mid lane. Here comes the push from S4, EGM, Admiral Bulldog
Dire's
looking to siege this
structures
tower.
are fortified.
Can they protect S4 in the fights will be the question. They have a Grape behind him. There's a Centaur ult at the ready. No pipe yet for this team. And Loda comes fishing for a backstab. He sleight of fist through. Doesn't actually use the chains
Dire's
there.
middle tower
He's
is
gone
under
for the max
attack.
flame guard. Has
Dire's middle
only
tower
taken the
has
1 point in
fallen.
chains, which is a little bit unusual. 2 centaurs looking to stomp each other in the night. Who gets the first stomp? Well, EGM's the one caught out here. Where's his own war stomp? He just runs around like a chicken with its head cut off. Then he'll die in the end. Pycat raging and fighting through it all. Misery will fall to the sleight of fist damage though. And now MSS Doom cooling down for 5 seconds. Doesn't want to fight just yet. The Great Bulldog. They'll retreat out. And another sleight of fist through. There was no chains because it's only level 1. It was still cooling down. Didn't have the mana anyway. They'll Arcane Boots him up now. But now there's a Doom. And maybe now they look to go back in. Pos does get held in place, but only for a split second there. Now he turns around with a Fiend's Grip right onto S4. Can they actually get the kill on S4? Yes, they can. Ake unable to grave. He had already used it earlier in the fight. And now Ake on the run. He'll die here as well. They pop out for the Infest damage.
Oh,
He'll try to
Roshan.
go for the Roche deny. Doesn't even get that. Even this denied to him. And Alliance
Dire's
are
middle
really
You know what?
overstaying their welcome in these fights.
You know what? That was just such a good play by the Bane by Pass. He just ran up towards the Ember to bait them into searing. It looked like in the first place like the Bane misstep or it was a positional mistake, but they were actually planning it because the lifesteal bought out so quickly, and when they went on the Bane, he had brain set, so he tanked a lot of damage and like they just turned the situation around so quickly.
The funny part, Winter, is that it looked like that was another good engagement for Sigma, but Alliance did get the tower. They do pick up more and more items for their team. There's a Blink Dagger up on EGM. They just got their Battle Fury on Lodo, which is a quite decent timing at 20 minutes in, considering how active he's been around the map. So I think it's still an okay trade for Alliance, but Alliance having okay trades just doesn't seem good enough, considering how the game started. Like, to me, they should be having amazing trades. They had a First Blood, I was on the Shadow Fiend, so he had free farm mid, he dodged both ganks successfully, the support rotations were perfect, Bulldog got a fast level... fast level 6 because of the cliffing of the Lifestealer earlier. Like, good trades don't seem good enough to me right now. Alliance should be getting amazing trades.
Yeah, the reason I feel like a lot of it was happening was because like they just made better decisions. Sigma with their smoke gangs where they caught out as the main thing was they caught out S4 when he got a Midas three times in a row. That was like the huge blow towards Alliance momentum in the game. Even though they had like such a good start, but you go for a Midas and you get punished. The whole momentum as a team slows down by so much.
And this is a tough game for a Shadow Fiend, up against so much lockdown.
Yeah, it's really, really hard.
Lifestealer is a great matchup for him with the Abyssal Blade, and the Mantis style will help deal with open wounds at least, but there's still Doom, there's still the Puck who's going to have... Fato's going to have a fast scythe at the rate this game's developing. Probably before the 30-minute mark, so that's another concern.
Yeah, I think he can get it like around 20, 25 if they can get more towers or win a fight. Around there, 23, 24, 25.
S4 might be dying, but he is racking up the gold nonetheless. 11.5k net worth. There's no glyph up on Sigma, and they're going to give up a tier 2 and not even trade effectively there. With a glyph, that would have been okay, but...
Bane has a dagger for this fight too, so he can have a good place to hide and have a good positioning. He just needs to make sure like the Bane and the Doom to use one ultimate on each of the cores, like the SF and the Ember Spirit.
Well,
and the Lifestealer will just be there to clean everyone up.
So now for Sigma, I think it's about time to go for another fight. Oh, as soon as I say that, they end their infest and they go back to farming.
They don't have any items on the Lifestealer. He has 0 items if you don't count the Midas.
Yeah, which you really shouldn't count the Midas. That's a Gloves of Haste, basically.
Attack speed.
Yes. Not much. But this is going to give Alliance time to farm their cores up if they want, and they definitely need more items to live through the initial engagements. Well, they'll scout the Roshan. Are they actually going to think about sneaky one themselves? There's pings coming out. S4's going to grab a double damage rune.
Double damage. What do you know?
Though, truth be told, he has not been doing much right-clicking in these fights. He's been doing a lot of running and dying. He's
like taking the Doom, taking the Fiend's Grip, taking, what else? The Puck Coil.
Yeah, it's rough. Rough time to be S4. Scythe is, I said by 30 minutes. It's probably more like by 25. He's already got 2,400 gold.
I think he's going to get it, if they win a fight or just get a gang and he gets a kill, he's going to get it fairly soon. And that's going to be a crucial item to shut down the Ember and the Shadow Fiend.
Well, they are protecting the Shadow Fiend right now. They've got two heroes behind them.
He's the boss. Ember is like a big baby. You don't need to protect him.
He's not even a big baby. He's like
not a big baby. He's a flying baby. Okay, a ninja.
He's a flying fire ninja with invincibility skills.
Oh yeah, true. Invincibility is like even underrated.
Yeah, I don't know if you can underrate invincibility. How is that? I don't think that's even possible. But...
Invincible means the enemy can't touch you, but immortal means you never die.
Yeah.
So immortal is upgrade. Oh, bottom lane. Look at pass. Where's he going?
Blinks into the shop and into 2. He sleeps 1, and then the Puck is going to orb phase shift his way out. But now it's Pass who's quite isolated. The coil connects on 3. Requiem is unwound though. He gets it off the pipes here too. And Loda ports forward. They sense blood in the water. They'll find Misery, and they keep on hunting for more. He's got another Remnant, another surge forward. He needs to connect on MSS, but doesn't have to Slate of Fist. So I'll have one cooling down in 2 seconds. MSS is the one he wants, and they're actually going to infest, which means they both could be caught here potentially. Oh, he's just in range. What? Just barely. But they won't chase any farther.
Too far, it's too far. His team is too far away. But
they can go Roche.
But that was really ballsy for Pass to just... I'm not sure if they expected someone to be in the trees or they just like, I'm going to hide in the trees, Pass tells his team, then, oh shit, there's someone already hiding in the trees before me.
Here, go to the trees. The trees are the safe place. Not this game. It's one thing for a Puck to do that, you know? The Puck it's one thing, but... When it's your Bane, it's quite another.
Yeah, they need to take lessons from Nat. Apparently, Nat is the best at hiding in the trees. He knows where it's safe and where it's not.
Yeah, there was a fun interview that Team Liquid did with Gods about that recently.
Yeah, it's not even like something to joke about. It's like his staple playstyle. He's always in the trees.
You know who else likes hiding in the trees? Is X Freedom.
Oh, Quelling Blade. He's
There's Quelling Blade Triad Protector. He walks in here and I think he ate his way all the way up here behind the tier 2 one game, and then came out from behind his Triad and overgrowth like 4 heroes. So
Yeah,
I still remember
like,
that.
Talking about Trend Protector, I like the way EG play their Trend Protector more. The walking observer ward.
Yeah, it really forces the enemy team to buy a gem, and being forced to buy a gem for a support hero, it's like playing against support Nyx back when he used to be all the rage. It's just a big investment to deal with a support.
I think it's like more of a, not even about the forcing the gem. It's like you give, like, I always rate information very highly. Like if you can get any sort of information for a team, you spot and like a blink before they even use it, you spot something important. That's always, there's no value to that. You know, you can't put a value on that. So it's always very good for him to just spot out the rotations of the enemy, the item progression, and etc.
Oh boy, Fada just got a puck, he just got a Hex rather, but there's a Blink Sleep of Bulldog to try and get him out safely. He does have a double damager, and there's a Linkage up on S4 as well. So there's just a random Shiva's casually thrown out to cover the path of retreat, but it doesn't hit on anything, and still they're going in. The coil's been deployed, but I don't think they want to fight this.
He needed to use that to save Pass, otherwise Pass would have died.
Yeah, with the defensive Shiva usage, they did not want to engage into that. They need that hitting enemy heroes if they want to fight. And now comes the Siege, and with this Lincoln Sphere up on S4, and the Dazzle here, it's going to be quite hard to bring out the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, they can't take this fight. There's no call, and Bulldog has pipe, and well, he's actually going back for mech.
Oh, they're going high ground. Probably not with this wave. Are they going with this wave? They are?
There's no call on the enemy team on the puck, so initiation power is very limited for Dogma.
AGM has a stolen Hand of God, by the way, so
wow.
He can heal the team up in these fights. He's just gonna pop it right away. It looks like he wants to steal something else. Gets a little HP back his way. Another Sleight of Fist comes through. Hits Pycat, who only has an armlet. Truth be told, not very tanky. There's a nice initiation from a Centaur creep from the backside. MSS has not dropped his coil just yet, or rather his Doom yet, and well, finally will deploy it on Loda, but Loda has ages. He'll die quickly, but Bulldog sees this as an opening. Tries to kill off MSS. The Doom was stolen by EGM. Drop back the other way. Go to the well, MSS. He says, you're done. Will MSS make it out? We'll keep an eye on his HP while Loda drops. MSS gonna die at the well. No, barely healed up in time. He'll live. Now Loda Remnant's out. Graved, kept alive for now. And then there's a stomp. A Searing Chains gets thrown out. He tossed back the other direction. He will go down. And S4, one more raise. Oh, he's out of range for the C raise. So in the end, they get the kill. The only hero to die is Bane, actually. And they lose the Aegis. But they've almost taken down this tower. They'll Manta out of this Puck Silence. Canceling the Requiem. S4 keeps on surging forward. Looking for their first lane of Rax Alliance are. There's no Doom now. There's no Coil now. The Centaur ultimate.
There's Coil now.
Oh, it just came off cooldown. Fada drops it. It hits all 5. Then the Shiva's guard over the top. But is there the AoE follow-up? There's your Requiem from S4. Massive AoE damage. But is it sufficient? Pycat standing strong in the fights. Trying to right-click away on Bulldog. Can't bring him down. S4 drops the raise. Misses the second. Truth be told, his raises have been a little bit shaky, but the Requiem was definitely solid. They get the range tracks. They force out the buyback on the Chen, and it looks like that will prompt the retreat. But Alliance with a brutal siege there get a lot of gold and a lot of experience headed their way.
Yeah, that fight was mainly the first time where they went up the high ground. If they had called, they would have probably picked off the Ember. But too bad they used it before to cover their retreat. So that was just a easy Rex for them. But at least it was like the range Rex, not the melee.
They also bought back on Pycat, which I did not catch. So that was a double buyback from Sigma or Dogma.
Who else bought back? Bane?
Pycat and Misery.
Oh, okay.
Misery buying back is kind of whatever. It's not the biggest deal. But I mean, it's a Chen, right? Like, he's got his mech. Maybe he could farm a 4-staff. That would be nice, but
Chen buying back is like very redundant sometimes.
yeah. What does the hero do when he buys back? If you've got Hand of God, maybe you could turn the fight around.
Send back probably.
That's true. But he's got to get there first.
That's his best, like best weapon. Okay, best, not weapon, like a defensive mechanism.
Sometimes the best offense is a good defense, Winter.
Yeah, the best. Defense is the best offense.
S4 going for the TP out. Oh, he won't get it. Won't get the gank, and Now Alliance will push through the middle lane. They're going to go right down mid again with 5 heroes. This time Sigma will have all their cooldowns up, aside from Hand of God, but that's cooling down soon. Your Rubik has nothing stolen yet.
And this time Bulldog has a mech already, so this is going to be even harder. And EGM went for Perseverance.
More Lincolns.
Okay. More Lincolns?
I think it's more Lincolns.
Yeah,
unless he's going for a refresher of his own.
Yeah, against the Bane and the
Radiant's
Doom.
bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
it's a
attack.
good choice. Loda, sleight of fisting in, just trying to create a little space for S4, who stands at the front and starts wailing away on the Rex, and they'll just bring it down solo. They go for the Rex deny. Even this, they
Dire's
are
middle
also
barracks
denied.
Has fallen.
Man, they're not getting any breaks. And now Alliance should rotate top, push out the lane, and go for a tier 2.
Yeah, there's nothing more they don't need to take any risk. They can just like group up and just avoid getting picked off. If they try to push out the lanes, the Puck and Nyx bomb can actually catch them out. So grouping as 5 now is the best way, I think. Minimize the risk of getting caught out. Oh, here comes the,
Sigma don't want to let them group up. They did see this rotation, and I like this from Sigma. Don't let Alliance set up, get comfortable, get in formation. Fight them right now while they're caught off guard, but they need a good initiation here to start it, and they might get it. The wraparound's coming from the Lifestealer Bomb. This could be perfect, but Alliance are already hiding in the trees. They seem quite prepared for this. In comes the Puck. The Blink initiation's there. S4 standing strong, unloading the Requiem. They got off the stun. The Doom didn't get off his Doom to start the fight. They need Doom for this fight, and they don't have it. Pyket now. Rage about to enforce the TP out. Abandoned ship, mateys. Abandoned hope. Abandoned hope, Dogma. That's it. GG. They have nothing left.
Yeah, they dropped the Hex and the Bane ultimate on Loda as well, and they can't kill him.
Alliance
Bulldog looked like he somehow got a stomp on the Doom before he doomed, and any chance they had along with that initiation on Bulldog or on Loda failing, that was the fight. They just couldn't do it.
Yeah, Doom didn't do anything in that fight. He just got busted down. That's why if you don't have a BKB, like he went for Shivas, like you don't have the magic immunity, and it's difficult for you to not get focused in the fight.
Winter, that wraps up game 1. Alliance are now 4-1. One more win here, 5-1. I see it hard. It's hard for them not to advance at that point because they're not only winning against they're not only improving their own record, but they're knocking down their chief competition for the top 2, which is Dogma, the only other team that was 3-1. Now Dogma drops to 3-2, and a loss here puts them at 3-3, and suddenly Dogma will be on the outside looking in, and that maybe opens the way for the likes of Cloud9 and Fnatic to make their own moves. But with that being said, guys, that's going to wrap up Game 1. I'm LD. He's Winter. We are Beyond the Summit. You can follow him on Twitter, twitter.com/WinterDota. Myself, twitter.com/LDDota. But stay tuned because Game 2 is coming up in a jiffy.